Here from SRS Cinema, we have a nice lost shot on video film in channel 13 from the Polonia brothers, or Mark Polonia, who actually had to go back and put it together after he discovered elements of a movie that they never finished called Channel 13. Like I said, it's shot on video, so let that be known up front that it is a very acquired taste. It's a key lime pie of a movie, which all SLV movies are. I personally am fond of them, so I don't mind the cheapness and the corniness of them. That's really charming to me. This thing, which if you like the Polonia Brothers, and I do, I like Splatter Farm and all that stuff, so I really wanted to watch this. It's been a long time since this originally came out on like a limited Blu-ray from SRS, but now they're doing the wide press DVD release of it, and I figured it was a good time to check it out. And it was sent to me by MVD to be exact, so I should say that up front. And I'm very happy I watched it because, yes, it's going to have all the bad things SOV has. It's got some questionable picture because it's shot on video. It's got some questionable audio because, well, it's shot on video. And it's going to have an overall corny factor to it that all shot on video stuff has. The plot for this one is basically there's a guy in the 80s that plays arcade machines. He goes home. He's got one of them old box TVs because it is the 80s. And the only thing it picks up is Channel 13, where a weird crypt keeper type figure comes on there and shows him 3 short stories. So that's the wraparound. Now, the wraparound was recently shot. They had to piece that together to finish the film, and it is what it is. It's okay. The first story has a real good atmosphere to it. It's about a killer scarecrow. You have the 2 brothers. One of them's kind of an outcast in this case, which of course is played by the Polonia brothers, or the Polonia brothers. I may be getting that wrong. I apologize if I am. And one of them's throwing a party while the other one goes talk to his scarecrow, which so happens to come alive. Now, if you can get past some of the stuff, like the obvious stalling for time pumpkin carving scene at the start of it, then I think you're really going to enjoy this one, because it even has some cool scenes in a grocery store of all things. So it's shot on video goodness. The second part is more or less just an excuse for stop motion, which I think the stop motion might have been recently done. It's a guy walking around in the snow eating some like seeds or something, and this stop motion monster gets after him. It's kind of pointless, and it's short though. So because it's short, because of it being short, I'll give that a pass, but it's really not that good. And then of course the last thing is kind of like what they described as their take on Motel Hell, or at least what they thought Motel Hell would be about, because they've seen pictures and stuff in magazines. They hadn't even seen the movie yet. And to their credit, although it seems a little anticlimactic, maybe because they never actually finished maybe the end of that segment, and they just had to kind of end it in the movie where they end it. It's a little anticlimactic, but up to that point, it's kind of nasty. It's kind of gross, but it's a lot of fun. And if you like SOV, you'll like it. So that being said, this lost film is pretty solid. There's obviously some padding, and the second story doesn't really hit where it needs to hit, but I would still give it a solid 3 out of 5. And if you like shot on video movies, you're probably going to really enjoy it. Like I said, that's released through SRS Cinema, which is a good company. Heck, they released my movie, Door 1 of the 5 Doors to Hell, which may still be available. I'm sure it is. So go give that a watch. Cheap plug if you haven't. And while you're there, pick up Channel 13, especially if you like, the indie stuff and the shot on video stuff, because it's a lot of fun, and I really dug it.